What is going on, YouTube people? Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics here for the Sunday week in review. Recording this one slightly earlier than normal. Usually I wait till Saturday evening. Doing this one Saturday early afternoon. As soon as I finish recording this video, I am headed up to Cleveland to One of One, which is a shop in Strongsville's trade night. So I'm headed up to there, so I'll get results from that if anything spicy comes down. I'll do a video early next week talking about pickups and any deals or anything. But I should know a lot of people there, so even if I don't make a deal, it should be good times hanging out. Newsy bits before we jump in the charts and graphs, and there are lots of charts and graphs. This week was the Industry Summit. Honestly, I guess it went as expected. I was hoping for more, but I figured this early on with the whole Fanatics Panini Topps nonsense that we wouldn't really get a ton of like gossip from it. The three big piece, I don't even know if big's the right word. The three things that I took away from it was Sports Card Investors team talked about Panini really pushing Prism. Their whole 45-minute talk was on UFC Prism. Sorry, I should have said UFC, not Prism, but UFC. Big push on UFC. Which makes sense because it's the one thing that they have the license to going forward that they know that they do. So their entire talk was on that. I guess they really didn't mention anything at all about the shenanigans going on. Josh Luber, the Fanatics sports card division CEO guy that's going to run everything, spoke. The one comment / question, he didn't speak directly on anything. It was kind of more vague, I believe, from what I've been able to tell. But he did mention that the plan is they understand the importance of LCSs to the hashtag hobby, whatever you want to call it. So, I'll take them at face value on that because I do think that they realize they need card shops to at least grow the community, like that side of things. Even if they got to give them a little bit of cut of the action, I think they understand the role that they play. Now, as I've talked a lot about, I wouldn't want to be a distributor. I think those are the guys that are in trouble. I think potentially, shops may buy for the same price that they did from the distributor, but the distributor is going to get cut out and they'll be buying directly from Fanatics, would be my guess. Who knows? That's one part of the business I do not understand is the back-end shop stuff, but my guess is if anyone's going to get cut out of the pie, it'll be the distributors. And I do think that Fanatics will want to keep LCSs going because it's just their community building aspect of the hobby. Not everything is ripping wax to, keep the hobby afloat. So, we'll see what happens. Time will tell. We'll know more. Until then, it's speculative fun game times. The other thing, which I did the video on the other day, was the BGS comments regarding their backlog and all that stuff. And a lot of people in the comments, a lot of people are mad at BGS. That's the one vibe I got from the comments. A lot of people were saying, they need to fix this, they need to fix that, they should do this, they should do that. I guess my takeaway is, do they want to? Does BGS actually want to spend a bunch of money and expand and grow the business and whatever? To me, they seem like they're very complacent, just doing their thing. We're not putting any money into this. You can tell that by the website. Whoever we have, we'll hire a few more people, but we're not going to expand. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. It feels like they are very hamstrung, would be my guess. And it feels like they just don't want to get better faster. They're just content to go along their merry way and whatever happens, happens. I don't know that they care that they probably lost the 2 spot to SGC, to be quite honest with you. So we shall see. We shall see what happens there. With all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into some charts and graphs. Market Movers link in the description down below, along with the coupon code if you want 20% off your first month. We're going to touch on all 3 sports. I got a lot of tabs open, so let's rock and roll. Football first. I actually wanted to focus on some players going down because we know the guys going up at this point. We're 8 days into the week of the season or whatever. Hurts went up, Kyler Murray went up, yada, yada, yada. They continue to go up or flatten out. I haven't seen much of a pullback in pricing on those guys yet. Guys going down, a big one, Saquon Barkley, base Prism PSA 10 over the last 7 days, down 40%. Not surprised by this at all. Coming off the ACL injury, was going to have a slow start to the season, Giants aren't very good. They've been babying him. He has not been getting a full workload, and his prices are reflecting that. So a nice 40% drop on Saquon. And now they did have the second game. He has 2 games in the books now. So this one's cheating a little bit. But moving on down the line, Saquon, again, this is his base optic PSA 10. Once again, 20% hit here, 23% hit here, down $26 from $110 to $84. So Saquon taking a little bit of a beating this week. Some guys going up. Jalen Hurts, I pulled this one out because it's a Silver Prism PSA 10. Up almost 20% from 1K to 1.2K, just shy of 1.2K. The football market seems strong. The guys that play well are going up. I did not pull Terry McLaurin, but he was up, went down during the week, and then after week 2, went right back up again. So on the 7-day, he basically looked flat, but when you looked at the chart, you could actually see it go down and go right back up with his good game that he had on Thursday night. So the interest and the money is there. People are definitely reacting to the play on the field, which is kind of what we speculated. And we'll see what happens going forward if it continues. One more for you. Josh Allen, PSA 10, base Prism. I talked about this earlier in the week, but it continues to slide. Down 20% from last Sunday. Started last Sunday at $1,000, down to $800. This is a perfect example, Josh Allen. If I said this earlier this week, and I said this prior to the season starting, there are going to be players, good players, that struggle a little bit out of the gates, and there's going to be really nice buying opportunities on them. Josh Allen would be the poster child for this. I hope he comes out and struggles week 2. I really do. I would love to see Josh Allen stuff slide and then make a pounce on that, because I still believe in the player. I still believe in the team. And I think there could potentially be a nice buying opportunity on Josh Allen and players like Josh Allen that you think could have a good later part of the season. Now, he could bounce back this week. This thing shoots right back up again, and this goes out the window. But there will be players that fall into this category. And we might not even know the names yet. It could be Baker Mayfield. Who knows? We'll see. But Allen continues to slip. I think I have one more Allen card here. No, we're over to Baker. Baker select. For the most part, Baker stuff is slightly down. This one took the biggest hit. This is a select field level silver PSA 10. Down $400. Yikes. 1,300 down to 900, a 30% drop on this. These are really sharp looking cards. I have a ton of Baker. I could get one of these on the dip. I would be interested. I really like field levels. I have the base version of that. Do not have the silver version of it, but Baker's seeing a little bit of a pullback. His base Prism, his base optic, stuff like that was down slightly after them losing last week. We'll see what happens this week. They play the Texans, so hopefully he has a pretty good week. And then Josh Allen based on Russ, once again, going down as well. Transitioning over to baseball. Baseball market's in a really weird place. I don't know if just people don't know what to do prior to the playoffs starting, but like Lou Bob's playing really well, and his card prices are like perfectly flat. They're not really going up. They're not really going down. Blue Jays guys are the ones that are moving right now. I've talked about them a couple different times, talked about it on a live stream. I really wanted to buy Blue Jays on the dip, and then I made that statement like 2 weeks ago, and ever since then, they have been playing out of their freaking minds. And they're probably going to sneak into the playoffs. Vlad may have reestablished himself as the MVP frontrunner. That's going to be a very interesting debate down the line. Ohtani has slipped for sure, and Vlad has picked up for sure. He's playing crazily, and his prices have not moved a ton. They are up, but not crazy. Bo Bichette, this is his Topps Chrome Refractor. He's having a really under-the-radar season. This started the week at 125, ends at 150. Actually, this is a 2-week chart. I went 2 weeks on baseball. 2 weeks, 125 to 150, so 20% come up on him. Still seems very reasonable for a refractor, a 2020 refractor. Around pop 1,000. I'm sure there'll be more of these that come on the PSA Pop Report, given the timing of this, but a lot were submitted prior to the shutdowns and price increases. But 150 for a base refractor of a pretty good player, just to me, seems like a pretty good get. Maybe there'll be a better buying opportunity on this come, November if they don't make the playoffs or if they get bounced early. Vlad, my boy Vlad. I own no Vlad right now. I was actually looking for Vlad. I was at the Heart Reel show this morning looking for some Vlad, but I couldn't really find any slabbed. I saw a few raw ones, but I was looking for some PSA 10s, but no one really had any. Once again, 14-day chart on this one. Started the 14-day period at 420, up to 475, a 13% bump up for $55. He's playing out of his mind. I said it before. He is just smacking the ball around. Every time I look at baseball Twitter, it's just home run, oh my God, Vlad, OMG Vlad, every time the Blue Jays are on. I think he might sneak into the MVP. I really do. And by sneak, like kick the door in and just grab it off the table and run. He is just playing so freaking good right now. And on the backside, we mentioned Ohtani, who has really slowed down. I don't know if the Angels would shut him down or not. There are some injury concerns. I haven't quite caught up on the news with him in regards to what they may or may not be doing with him, but his card prices have slowed down as well. Once again, over the last 14 days, this is his base refractor, PSA 10, down from 950 to 710, a 25% hit. He's another one. If his stuff got cheap enough, I might consider diving back in the off season. He's going to be hyped to hell going into the beginning of next season. Fresh start, fresh season. Trout's healthy. The Angels are back. Made some off-season moves. This, that, and the other thing. This is going to be the year. And then just sell all that stuff in March before the season even starts. We'll see. Maybe none of that stuff happens. But Ohtani is definitely one that I wouldn't mind keeping an eye on as the off-season progresses. And I think his stuff's going to continue to slide. Between the injury concerns, the MVP talk, and them being well eliminated from the playoffs, I could see his stuff continuing to fall backwards. So we will see where it goes from here. This is an interesting one. Devers, PSA 10 Topps Chrome. Nice looking card, really good player. Once again, kind of he's way better than Bo Bichette, but in that like low key under the radar, why is his stuff so cheap? PSA 10 Topps Chrome Refractor going for $110. Are you kidding me on Devers right now? Down 30% over a 14-day period with multiple sales at around $100. Like, okay, if I could get Devers Chrome Refractors for $100, I'd be buying those all day long. He is ridiculously good. He is having a very nice season that no one is talking about. And to me, that just seems way too cheap, even to have to hold through the offseason. I need to do a bigger deep dive into baseball. There just seems to be some crazy prices going on out there now in regards to cheapness. Not crazy as in high priced, as in I'm seeing really good deals. If you're telling me I can get Devers for $100, and like I just talked about Bo Bichette, I like him a lot, and Bo Bichette's 150. I would take Devers for $100 all day. Plus, look at the pop on this thing, 368. There's not a lot of them, and it's not like a lot of more of those are coming onto the market. That's a 2018 Topps Chrome. Transitioning over to basketball, I need to do a basketball deep dive. I just have not had time. I would like to do like a 30, 60, 90 day or something on the basketball market. A lot of stuff is going up. A lot of the key players are seeing big increases on. I probably could have made 20 tabs just on basketball cards. More higher end stuff. Base is moving a little bit, but higher end, like normal, silvers, color, etc., is leading the pack. Let's talk about some of the key ones that I pulled out. And I went 14 days on basketball, just so everyone's on the same page. I like to get that little bit of a bigger sample size with them in the off season. First up, Michael Porter Jr., Silver Prism PSA 10, up 10% from 550 to 610. Nice little run up on that the last couple weeks. His stuff continues to move. I only pulled this card. A lot of his other stuff has moved and has gone up even more. Like if you look at his Optic Hollows, his Blue Velocities, some of his Prism Color, that sort of stuff, all up 10, 20, 25% in some cases. So I just pulled a silver out because it's kind of like the main card. But MPJ stuff is moving in the last 14 days. And when you think about it, it makes sense. We are 2 weeks away from training camp and like 3 to 4 weeks away from the season starting. I think the first game's like October 19th, 15th, somewhere in there, just past the midpoint of the month. Trae Young, another one. A ton of his stuff is up. This is his Ruby Wave, just to get something a little color matchy. Up 15% from 860 to almost 1K. The Red Ice does better on this. It's a much better looking card, but the Ruby Wave's not a bad looking card. Between the two, I prefer the Red Ice, but not bad for a color match there. A lot of his other stuff is up. His Silver Prism base is up. His Silver PSA 9s are way up. His Optic stuff is up. Trae in general is moving. Morant, Select, Courtside. This is just the base card. Look at this. And this is a little bit of a 2-week period. And only 2 have sold, but almost exactly 2 weeks apart. 800 to 1200, a 50% increase, $405 increase. Pop 230 on this one. Select Courtside, still very low population and kind of like, in my opinion, probably the best base card that's out there. Say what you will about Modern Select, and when I say Modern Select, I'm talking 2020, 2021, LaMelo's class, basically. This stuff, 19 and earlier, I get it. Select has a bad rap right now, but the Courtsides and field levels are still elite cards, in my opinion. So seeing this one get some love is good to see. Moving right along, in regards to other star players, moving up and moving up quickly, Tatum. PSA 10 Silver Prism. Started the 2-week period at 1,800. Ends it at 2,400. 33% increase, up almost $600 in 2 weeks. Once again, the same guys that we always talk about. Tatum, Luka, Trae. All these guys are moving right now. We'll get to some Luka here in a sec. Actually, I didn't pull any Luka. Tons of Luka stuff is up. Tons. The biggest one of the week, and it's not even close, and it's almost across the board. Giannis stuff has gone crazy the last 2 weeks. I mean, crazy. This is a Silver PSA 10 Prism. This is a big boy card. I get this is not for everyone. This isn't even for me. But we're going to run through a couple Giannis cards here. His stuff, by far and away, had the best 2-week stretch. Now, this one, so one of these sold on 9/9 for $25K. And this is Pop 75. These are very rare. One sold for $25K on 9/9. And then another one sold on 9/11 for $29,500. Prior to that, you had to go all the way back to June when one sold for $22,000. So from $22,000 to almost $30,000, a 7.5K increase since the summer. And even just in a 4-day period, a 2-day period, actually, it went from 25 to 29,000. So that's a 4K jump almost in 2 days on a silver. And then I don't know if that had a trickle down effect or what, but this is a Select PSA 10 over the last 2 weeks, up 66%, 850 to 1425. And then to take it one step further, his Hoops PSA 10, same time period, up 63%, 510 to 835. So, and you can see it's nice. Like, here's the Select. Slow and steady. It's not like it's, oh my God, one big sale spike this whole entire thing. It's one sold on one day for one price, one sold the next day for a little bit more, one sold a couple days after that for a little bit more, and then one sold after that for a little bit more. And same with the Hoops. This is a little more up and down, but in general, you see the same upward trend over a 2-week period. But Giannis stuff is flying. I mean, flying. His stuff had the biggest percentage gains and price increases of the week across all the markets, in my opinion. So that's all I have for you guys and girls. I try to keep this one a little bit quick, just because I need to get out the door to head to 101, and just a lot going on this week. Just wanted to get through it, power through it, no messing around. So, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, I saw some of you up at 101. If not, maybe at the next one. I did miss Card Collector 2's trade night on Friday night. I wanted to go, but with that being Friday night, and then my local show on Saturday, and then 101 on Saturday night, I held off from Card Collector 2, hit the local show this morning, and then, or Saturday morning, and then 101 Saturday night. So we'll see what stories and what shenanigans come out of 101 on Saturday. And then I'll give you guys an update video on that if I make some plays. Not sure what I'm doing Monday yet for Marvel Monday. Actually, Marvel Monday might be like Marvel Wednesday. We'll see. I may drop another spicy football video first thing Monday morning if I see a bunch of prices going crazy on Sunday afternoon. We're just going to play that. We're going to kind of just play that week by week and see what happens. If there's a lot of football movement on Sundays, then I'll probably record like a quick take overreaction Monday video or something for the foreseeable future and push the Marvel / comic book stuff just back a couple days to either Tuesday or Wednesday, at least through the first couple weeks of football season. Like I said, we'll see how things shake out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.